There are so many cities that are unimaginably expensive. Some examples are New York, Hong Kong, Singapore, San Francisco, Paris, and Ashgabat in Turkmenistan. Spoiler alert, two of these cities are not even on the list. You probably won't believe me, but Ashgabat is not one of these two good takings. Today we present you the top 10 most expensive cities in the world. The list variety of factors. In total, over 200 goods and services as well as currency fluctuations and inflation are taken into account for the ranking. The goods and services include food, alcohol, tobacco, housing and rent, clothing, personal care, transportation, entertainment, and more. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to become an actual king. Trust me, it works. Alright, is the number 10. The capital of the People's Republic of China has over 21 million residents, which makes it the most populous capital city in the world. Located in northern China, Beijing houses the largest number of Fortune Global 500 companies in the world. It is also called the billionaire capital of the world because it has the highest number of billionaires living in the city. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that Beijing, located in the French-speaking west of the small country in Europe, Geneva is the second most popular city in Switzerland. Geneva is a global city, a financial center, and houses numerous international organizations such as many agencies of the United Nations and the Red Cross. In fact, Geneva hosts the highest number of international organizations in the world. Besides being the 9th most expensive city in the world, it is also the 9th most livable on the list, so keep watching to find out about the others. Number 8 is again a city located in Switzerland. Bern is only the 5th most popular city in Switzerland. Bern is located in the Midwest of the country. Bern's historic old town in the city center became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After checking some pictures of the old town, I can definitely understand why. Even though Switzerland does not have a capital city according to its constitution, this country, there is a lot of confusion about this, which comes from an old question whether Switzerland should have a capital or not. Due to its history as a decentralized confederation, the country wanted to prevent too much power concentrating in one of its biggest cities. Due to this, the 5th biggest city was finally chosen as the country's capital in a voting in 1848. Keep that in mind for a pub quiz once the pandemic is over. Number 7, Shanghai. China is the global center for finance, research, technology, manufacturing, and transportation. Shanghai's port is the busiest container port in the world. The city also hosts numerous national and international events, such as the Shanghai Fashion Week, the 2008 Olympic Games, and the Chinese Formula One Grand Prix. Even though Beijing is China's capital, Shanghai is basically the center of China's booming Beijing and our number 6 sports. Fun fact, Shanghai means upon the sea in Chinese, and the city houses a massive 26 million people. Number 6, New York City. This city houses the 2nd most billionaires, and it will probably come as no big surprise that the biggest city in the United States is included on the list. Furthermore, this massive city is often described as the cultural, financial, and media capital of the world. It is also home to more than 3.2 million residents born outside of the U.S., the largest foreign-born population in any city in the world. This comes as no surprise since New York is historically a major part of entry for immigrants into the United States. More than 12 million European immigrants were received at Ellis Island between 1892 and 1924, with a direct view on the Statue of Liberty as a symbol of the expensive. Stay with us to find out which 5 cities are even more expensive. Number 5, Singapore. This sovereign island city-state in Southeast Asia is composed of one main island and many smaller islands. Even though the country has the second greatest population density in the world, Singapore is placed very high in key social indicators such as education, healthcare, quality of life, personal safety, and housing. Singapore also enjoys one of the world's longest life expectancies, one of the best internet connections, and one of the lowest infant mortality rates in the world. So many benefits have their price, making Singapore the fifth most expensive city in the world. Fun fact, Singapore has the world's highest percentage of millionaires, with 1 out of every 6 households having at least $1 million in disposable wealth. Crazy, right? If you are a history nerd like me, here's another interesting fact. A main reason while Singapore's wealth is its strategic position in the Straits of Malacca. Ever since spice trade between Eastern Asia and Europe started, every ship that took the trip had to sail through this passage. Number 4. Zurich, Switzerland. This is already the third time the small European country is mentioned in this video. As you probably remember, Switzerland has no capital according to its constitution. But because Zurich is the country's largest and most famous city, many people mistake Zurich for its capital located in the German-speaking north of Switzerland. The city is among the world's largest financial centers and is home to a number of large financial institutions and banks. Mercer also chose Zurich as the city with the second highest living quality in the world, just behind Vienna in Austria. In 2017, the Global Financial Centers Index ranked Zurich as the 11th most competitive financial center in the world, housing many head offices of large companies such as UBS, Credit Suisse, and Swiss Re. It was. We also selected as the second most competitive city in Europe after London. This is probably why Swiss bankers are known for their expertise across the entire planet. Number 3. Tokyo, Japan. The capital and most populous prefecture of Japan is located right in the center of Japan. The country's political and economic center is also the seat of the Emperor of Japan and the national government. Moreover, the Greater Tokyo area is the most populous metropolitan area of the world as of 2020. With an unbelievable 38 million inhabitants since the PS5 was just released, you'll probably know at least one massive Japanese company, Sony. In addition to that, Tokyo houses another 25 of the 500 largest companies in the world. Unfortunately, Tokyo is near a point where 3 tectonic plates meet, making it one of the world's most active regions for earthquakes. Since the Japanese are so smart, of course they have developed a solution. You have probably seen how Japanese ice scrape has wriggled around to mitigate the impact of earthquakes. Number 2 is probably a huge surprise to many of you. At least that was the case for me. The city is Ashgabat in Turkmenistan. The country's capital and largest city is the second most expensive city in the world due to Turkmenistan's inflation and import issues. Situated in the mid-south of Turkmenistan, Ashgabat means City of Love in modern Persian. The city was ruled by the Soviet Union for many years before Turkmenistan finally became independent in 1991. But why exactly is Ashgabat so expensive? Due to the country's very high inflation and a serious difficulty to import foreign luxury goods. A lot of goods are sold on the black market, and prices for these goods can be outrageously expensive. It's a simple question of supply and demand. When supply of a good or service is very low and demand is high, then it can be sold for a very high price. And finally, as a population of over 7.5 million residents of various nationalities, Hong Kong became a colony of the British Empire in 1842 and was officially transferred back to China in 1997. Hard to imagine that it was part of the United Kingdom just 24 years ago. Right, as a special administrative region, Hong Kong maintains separate governing and economic systems from that of mainland China under the principle of one country, two systems. Though this is currently a very hot topic, Hong Kong is the fourth. I'll just begin that city behind Shanghai, New York, Beijing, and this is one of the world's most important financial centers and commercial ports. Even though Hong Kong only houses a population of 7.5 million, it is the world's 10th largest exporter and the 9th largest importer, which is due to its low taxes and free trade. Did you know that Hong Kong has the largest number of skyscrapers of any city in the world? Expensive here since the city is located in a very special region. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Trust me, it works. Also, what is your favorite city on the planet? I have to say that New York is very impressive and definitely worth a visit.